Hi. So I asked for questions on Twitter and I'm gonna answer them. Actually, I was just bored, so I wanted to make a video. So I don't know if this will be interesting, but hopefully it will be. Here's my cat. She's watching me. So I'm gonna start with the questions about BTS. So, number one. In your opinion, who is the most handsome among BTS members in real life? So, I think they're all handsome. I think they're all handsome in different ways. If you're talking about who is the most conventionally attractive, like according to, Korean beauty standards or whatever, I think probably I would say that it's Jungkook. For my personal opinion, of course, I think Yoongi is really handsome. But if you were going to ask, like, who is the most, or who is more handsome in real life as compared to in their pictures, then I would probably say Hoseok. I don't generally find that he photographs really well, but when you see him in person, it's like totally different appearance. It's a totally different person. Number two, what do you find admirable about Yoongi? So I wrote a really long Ask FM answer about this once, and I'll link that in the description, but I think that it basically boils down to the fact that Yoongi is a really determined person. I think that he has a lot of like 욕심. He has a lot of passion and like greed for what he wants to do in a good way, and he doesn't usually let things deter him from what he wants to do. He'll just pursue it until the end. I like that about Yoongi. I think that's very admirable. Number three, what do Koreans think about Namjoon and Yoongi's rap skills? So first of all, I can't really summarize every Korean person's opinion on Namjoon and Yoongi's rap skills. I can summarize the gist of what I've seen in comments on their interviews or on Twitter or on like pan posts and stuff. Namjoon gets talked about way more than Yoongi does as a rapper. I mean, he does more, you know. I think that Yoongi kind of still, he thinks of himself more as a producer than a rapper, whereas Namjoon is more about the rap, whatever. So there's more conversation going on about Namjoon, and it seems a lot like actually their opinions are pretty polarized. Like you either really like his rap or really don't. When his mixtape came out, a lot of the reviews and a lot of the comments that I saw about it even said that his flow within that mixtape was really inconsistent, that he was really good on some tracks and really not on others. I think that people in general think that he's a good rapper, and more than that he's a really good lyricist, that he writes really smart and thoughtful lyrics, which I think is true. Suga doesn't come up as much, but there have been a couple times, like when a Pon post resurfaced a while ago about that track that he produced for D-Town. And at that time, people were kind of talking about his rap skills and how he's talented at both rap and at producing. So, I don't know, people seem to like them sometimes, but I don't know, there are varying opinions, as with anything. My opinion, number four, my opinion on Namjoon and Yoongi's rap skills as compared to other idol rappers like Zico, Mino, or Jungkook. In my opinion, Namjoon and Yoongi are both better rappers than Mino, and I say that as someone who has liked Mino since he was a Block B trainee. I think that Namjoon and Suga are better. I think that Namjoon and Suga have better flow than Mino does. Although I like Mino. And I think that they're both better than Jungkook, at least in terms of flow. But I don't think that either Namjoon or Yoongi is on Zico's level yet. Number six, who makes the fan chants? I think for BTS, it's just a staff person at Big Hit. Somebody in that company is paid to make fan chants, and they just do. Other groups have sometimes like let the fans make them, or like had a contest for who could make the best fan chant or whatever. BTS doesn't do that. It's just, they're just made. Someone makes them. Do you know why one of the managers is called Jigeme, or Jimin's personal manager? I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's just because that manager is really close to Jimin, and he's often seen with Jimin at the boys' schedules or at Jimin's schedules or just like on Jimin's personal outings. I don't know. Do you have an idea? Where is the highest probability place I can meet BTS by chance? So, yes and no. Actually, BTS's management doesn't like interaction between fans and BTS when they're not on idol duty. Historically, it's been pretty uncomfortable for BTS as well. They're not really into meeting fans and like signing autographs or whatever outside of times that they're supposed to be doing that. And I personally am more or less of the belief that if they're on their personal time, that fans shouldn't bother them. So I'm not really comfortable recommending places to go where you might run into them. Sorry. How did you first find out about BTS? So, oh my God, it was like 2012 and I was sitting in a cafe. I remember this really distinctly. I was in a cafe in Koreatown in Los Angeles, and one of my friends was like, I'm going to show you this video. And I'm going to guess which one of these members you will like, because I'm pretty predictable about my bias types. So she sent me 학교의 눈물, which had just come out. And I watched it through and I was like, yes, this one with the hat and the slight lisp is my type. And she was like, I think that the one with the hat and the slight lisp will be your type. And she was right. And the rest is history. When and where did you see BTS live for the first time? Well, I came to Korea in 2013 May because they were supposed to debut in May and they didn't, so we missed them. And then I came back in late August, early September of 2013, by which time they were already doing NO. So I think the first time that I saw them was Arirang TV Simply K-pop. Back when back when Hanbyul was still emceeing it, I think. No, Eli was the MC by then. I saw BTS do NO there. Or maybe it was We Are Bulletproof. I think it was NO. I don't remember. But it was definitely at Simply K-pop because, no, it was NO because I saw them and I was like, oh, Jimin, you're really handsome. And he was like, no, I'm not. And then I went to their fan sign a couple weeks later and was like, Jimin, why did you say that you're not handsome when you're really handsome? And he was like, oh, but I'm not really handsome. And yeah. NO. Arirang TV Simply K-pop. Can you suggest some places to go if you are a K-pop fan, especially a BTS fan? A lot of the K-pop places to visit in Seoul are really fandom specific. Like if you like SM groups, then you can go to the COEX Atrium. If you like Cube groups, you can go to Cube Cafe. BTS does not have like you can't go to Big Hit to like hang out the way that you can at JYP. There's not really like a BTS store or BTS cafe. Some people I know consider the Mins to be kind of a BTS destination, but I don't really like recommending that as a BTS destination because actually the first time that I went there, I used to like 2AM and I like Changmin. So when he opened a cafe and then by then I liked BTS, I was like, oh, yeah, I should go there. So I went and I met Changmin's mom, who's super great. She's like my Busan mom. And she told me that actually the majority of people who go to the Mins don't go for Changmin, they go for BTS. And that made me kind of sad because like it's Changmin's cafe and Changmin should have fans too. So I don't really like recommending it as a BTS destination, although I know a lot of people consider it to be one. How many albums on average do you usually buy to try and enter a fan sign? For the NO fan sign, the first fan sign I ever went to, I think I bought 12 or 15 albums. For the last fan sign I went to, which was Bundang Run era, I bought 82. How times change. How do you find out / enter fan signs? That's kind of a long process to explain. So I wrote a post about it on Tumblr, and I'll just link that in the description and you can read it and receive that explanation. How popular is BTS right now in Korea? I'm gonna make a distinction. They are popular, but they are not famous. That's my opinion. popular meaning that they have a lot of fans, but not famous meaning they're not really like a household name. If you're not already interested in K-pop, you're not going to know who BTS is, which is different from groups like Big Bang or like EXO, who even if you're not interested in K-pop, you've probably heard of them, just because they have so much recognition among people who aren't already K-pop fans. Bangtan's not quite there yet, although they're getting there slowly. What is the usual age of fans that come to fan signs or BTS events in Korea? So as a whole, K-pop fans are usually middle, high school, or early college age. It varies a little bit by fandom. Like the groups like Shinhwa and HOT have way older fan bases because they're way older groups. But you can kind of think of it like the average age of the fans, at least domestically, the Korean fans, the average age of those fans is around the average age of the members of the group. So if your average age is like 30, then your fans are going to be like 30. And if your average age is 17, then your fans are probably going to be 17-ish. People do stay fans after they're through college or through high school or whatever. It's just that usually when they go to college or they get a job and they get more busy, right? So they don't have as much time to be going to broadcasts and going to fan signs, and they have other things to spend their money on than buying idol merch. So their fanhood usually cools down a lot after that point. How do fan sites do what they do? That is a whole other video. That would be like, I could talk about that for a really long time. So I don't think that I'm going to be able to give an adequate explanation in a short Q&A video.